Hi, I'm a bit early, so I'm just having my coffee that Mike's made me. Now, Christmas cups. Our Christmas, we have 3. They're a set, but they're not all the same. And Mike gave me the one with the red handle because he says that's a girl colour. I'm not a pink sort of girl, but he always says I have to have pinks or reds, so that's great. And we got them the first year we were in Cyprus. We went shopping in the supermarket. And when we were shopping in the supermarket, we queued up at the till, the checkout, and we paid for everything in the checkout. And when we paid for everything, she went, "Oh, and here are your set of 3 mugs." We went, "No, they must be the next person's." No, they're yours, she said. We're like, "No, we didn't buy these mugs." No, she says. And at that point, my Cypriot wasn't very good, but she said, "No, they're yours." And we're like, "We don't want to pay for these. They're very nice. We like them, but we didn't put them in our trolley." "For you," she said, "free gift." And after that, we learned it was a supermarket chain out here that doesn't exist anymore, and it was called Orphanides. And we learnt there that every now and then when you shop, a free gift comes at the end of your shopping. This is Cyprus for you. So we learnt pretty soon after that. And I think it was a few weeks later, they were giving out something for New Year or something like that. And the person in front of us was an English person. And they're having an argument with the checkout girl. "I don't want it. I don't want to pay for it. It's something else I'm giving away." And I went, "You take it. It's a free gift." She went, "Oh, that's lucky you knew that. Thank you." So that was rather funny. Yes. And here often you go around supermarkets, I'm pretty sure they do it in most countries, but there's free taste test or free samples of things as you walk around a supermarket. Reminds me of England when we used to go to a place, a big like show every year. It was called the Ideal Home Exhibition, called something a bit different now, I expect, but there you go around and taste free things and get free samples and that, or at least you used to. And it reminded me of that. And here it's things like you get an offer, that you have actual people there doing the offer. It's not just on the shelf an offer. And it was things like you buy 2 bottles of Coca-Cola and you get a free beach towel with Coca-Cola on, that kind of thing. Hey there, how you doing? Good wishes to you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Lovely to see you. Do go and check out Faith DS if you're watching back later. She's such a lovely lady. She's so welcoming. Thank you for being here. Just talk about my free Christmas mug. I'm trying to drink my coffee before it goes cold. So I started early, my live, just so I could sit and drink it. Then I get chatting. So there's 3 of them. They're similar. I'm wondering, I really appreciate, lovely. Yeah, so the set of 3, they're not all the same. Mike's got one with the blue handle. I think it's snowmen with snow falling down or something. And the third one, if somebody just pops by, they get a little Christmas mug. Because now my birthday's well and truly over. Christmas is permitted. And on Wednesday, I'm posting my Christmas video, something a little bit different. I've been a bit creative, and it has got a message at the end of it. So make sure you watch to the very end because there is a message for you. And I did post a funny picture on my community post today. It's actually the picture I put on my live today. Normally I have the same thumbnails for my live, but I think today and Wednesday's one, I'm going to put other pictures up for Christmas. See, I can be festive. And are you peering at my earring? It's my little rude Santa. I don't know if you can see that. Let me do the other ear because I can see what you're seeing that way a bit better. He's taken off his Christmas hat. So a little bit of fun there. Don't worry, normality will be resumed after Christmas. Cute earrings. Yeah, I got them somewhere a long time ago. Someone made them a craft fair or something, probably I got them from. They're just a bit different. You know me, I like to be different, in the loop, but loopy. In the loop, but loopy. So as I say, yes, normal service will be resumed. And I've gone from completely down to don't give a monkeys. Don't give a monkeys. It is only coffee. It's only coffee in the mug. But hey, that's the way I roll. And I'm going to, throughout this episode and my one on Wednesday, give random shout outs throughout for channels. Not necessarily my usual shout out channels, because I do seem to keep mentioning the same few people quite a lot. Why not? They're a lovely community and so great towards my channel. But I want to throw some other people in the mix. Throw you in the cement mixer, that sounded. To throw you in the mix. So let's see. Faith DS is on today, so I'm going to give you a shout out on Wednesday on my live as well, seeing as you popped in on my shout out day. And if any of you don't know, randomly throughout my lives, I do shout outs. Sometimes they're deliberate, as in, oh, I must shout out this person today because, and a reason. But mostly I get chatting about something and I say, oh, you should see this person's channel because they do about it or they did something. And I kind of like it for a laugh. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you too. Thank you for being here. I do it as a bit of a laugh as well, because I know a lot of people possibly don't watch all my lives back, which is great. I don't always watch everyone's lives. And I think it's so funny that they're kind of like a secret that I've thrown in shout outs to other channels and they might never even know. Because I'm not someone who does like a live, I won't put at the channel name so it flashes up and they know I've done a live for them, for example. Like a shout out for them. So it's like a little secret, I think. And now and then people do come on or send me an email and say, oh, really appreciate that. I saw that. That was so fun. Or someone else, if you know someone that I'm giving a shout out to, you might just let them know, which is great. And as I say as well, I give these shout outs because I want to mix communities up. So there might be people come to my channel that don't know other channels, that don't necessarily comment on mine or come into my chats, but I think that'd be appropriate to share. And I think that's great to just shout them out. As I say, it's a little downside to my channel by doing that so much, because you can't watch everything of every channel. So sometimes I push you to other communities and people get so wrapped up in those that I lose my viewers. I'm not saying that in a bad way, as in they've gone off somewhere else, but you've only got so many hours in a day, so you can't be here and watch them and watch them and watch them. So sometimes I see my community in all these other chats and comments and lives, and I was like, okay, you didn't know of those before I put you on to them. And there they are. But that is what I did it for. I want to help other channels build. And that's why always in my chat, and Faith DS, you can do it now if you want to. I always say in my lives, I'm not a channel that says, oh, don't talk about your channel and don't promote yourself in my comments. I say, promote your channel here. You've given your time to come now onto my channel. So use that time, put something about your channel. I get a lot of viewers after the lives, replay it, and they might not know who you are. So put, particularly your channel doesn't say, your channel name doesn't say a lot about what your channel's about. So put what you do on your channel. If you do lives, if you have a set time for your lives. I'm not very good at knowing when people have lives because the time difference. So that also helps me. If I know what time people do lives, I always ask you put it in the chat, and then I try and figure it out, because here right now it's 5:38 p.m. So that gives you a bit of idea, if you're watching this back, what time it is for me, the time difference. So there's a lot of lives I can't come on. I don't sit on here all night on my laptop. I don't watch YouTube on my phone. So I don't get alerts to when things are on. I like to devote certain times of my day to come on my laptop, do my YouTube channel, do my lives, and watch a few things. Then I'll shut down and go away. And normally after my lives, that's it, because as I say, it's getting on for evening here. So after my lives, normally, occasionally, I just go and thank someone if something's occurred in my live or so forth, or a super chat or something like that. I try and do that straight away. If my brain's a bit tired, then I'll just write it down. I nearly always have a bit of paper here, so I can remind myself of things. If I don't write it down, it doesn't happen. So yeah, do put something. There we go. So Faith DS is in Michigan. I've got quite a lot of channels I watch in Michigan. I think it would be quite nice. I know you can have your where you're from in your about section, but I think it'd be quite nice in people's channels if YouTube actually put, like, by the name, the country or the town or region or something like that, unless they think that might put people off of some people. I don't know. In Cyprus, there aren't YouTubers, there aren't homesteaders, there aren't YouTubers, you can't film in shops. Social media is not a thing in Cyprus. So I'm quite lonely, quite lonely as in community. Yes, I've all you wonderful people come on, and I do ask you all to adopt me into your communities, because where your channel can build numbers just on, as you say, Michigan, there's so many YouTubers I watch in Michigan, that straight away you've got a community, haven't you? And then you've got the Americans, then you've got what your channel's about. So you've got your little hub of all that. And I was talking on my last live about the Australians have got a really good community going on, and so on and so forth. So please adopt me into your communities. Oh dear. So yeah, if you want to put Faith DS about your channel, what you do on there, and then people will know, and I could give you a bigger shout out as well. So as I say, throughout this, I will be doing some more shout outs. Yeah, see, I've got your channel name here in my list of community, and I haven't got where you're from. I normally put that in at the end of my little list. So seeing as Faith DS is in my alphabet book of my community, I'm going to now pick another person on that page, on page of channels, starting with an F, to do a shout out. Who shall I put? Oh, I'm going to put someone I do watch quite a lot, not every single video, because they're not all related to my life and what I need, but I do watch her quite a lot, and I will recommend her. It's Jane is her name, and her husband's Mike. I always remember her husband's Mike because my husband's Mike. And the channel name is Frugal Queen in France. And she does lots of budgeting videos and how to do things for less. I still haven't watched it yet, but she did a video about a frugal Christmas, and I need to watch that, because how you can have Christmas for zero, I'm hoping, rather than spend less. I saw a funny article today. It made me laugh. A lot of around the world, people are having hard times and budgeting and not having any spare money for Christmas, me included. And there was a thing saying about a way to have a very frugal Christmas this year is to use an air fryer. That's great. But if you haven't got an air fryer, you've hardly got the money then to buy an air fryer. So I don't like tips like this is kind of thing. There's such funny things like that. So I will go on James, hopefully before Christmas, and look at that. So I'll just type that one in for anybody. Oh, my mouse is over the end stream. Oh, that was lucky, because I have to click it to move it. If you don't use your mouse for a bit, it freezes, doesn't it? And I have to click it to move it, and it was over in stream. I thought I was a goner there. Right, so let's type that in. Frugal Queen in France. Oh, she's a lovely lady. She's really supportive. I've been with her since she started her channel. So it was nice to see some French ones coming in. There's a lot more now. It used to be barely any French YouTubers. There's a few, and the one that's really taken over is all the chateaus now. Everyone thinks they can buy a chateau and get money from being on Patreon. They buy a chateau that needs doing up, and then they ask for money to renovate. It's like, well, what are you going to do if no one gives you money? So that's quite fun. So there's that. Shall we do another shout out? Let me do tambourine time. And that means we're going to do another letter of the alphabet. Oh, I haven't got my letters. Wait, where's my letters? Didn't get my letters out. There we go. Luckily they weren't the other side of the room. I say every live I get up and go away or dip down under the table. Try not to do that. So here's my letters of the alphabet. Then pick a letter out. Oh, M. If your channel begins with an M and you leave comments on my videos or in my community, it might be you. Oh, sorry about the light, not the table. So we're looking the community book, or this book, if anyone doesn't know. I don't have a list of everyone who does YouTube. This is people who regularly comment on my channel. So I write them down. And if you think you might have been in here at some point and you haven't commented for a while, throw a comment down. Because it's getting a bit big this now. So I'm going to go, I haven't heard from them for some time. So, I've got to give this one a shout out. This is a channel I watch a lot. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So beginning with M, this is Mayfield Ranch. Mayfield Ranch. I'll tell you about her in a minute. Mayfield Ranch. There we go. Mayfield Ranch. This is Katie and Gary. It's mostly Katie, but there's quite a bit of Gary in there. And they're California. And the reason I watch it so much is because of Charlie. Charlie is a pig, and he is the most beautiful, darling pig I've ever seen. There's some great pigs out there, but he's the most beautiful, darling pig. He is lovely. They've got donkeys, so there's quite a lot of donkey stuff. If I've got it right, tell me if I'm wrong, but this is what I think. The donkeys' names, I think, are Cora, Gunner, Coco, and Mama. And I forget who is the daughter. I think Cora is the daughter of Mama. Not sure. You'll have to go on the channel and ask. I believe she has 2 geese. She has chickens, ducks, and a rooster. She has a cat. I think she has 2 goats, and that's Lola and Emma, I think. As I say, don't quote me on any of that. I try and get it sorted. Yeah, so that's the, I think, all the animals. And if you're watching this back later, Cody, and you're like, that's the right. Let me know if I got it right or if I missed any out. And lots of growing. If you're interested in growing, there's lots of growing videos and making and all bits and pieces. So she shows you her produce and everything. So that's a nice channel, and she's so friendly, and I know she's trying to build up her watch hours. So if you can just dip in there and give her hello and watch a video or two. And as I say, the donkeys, I think most people go on there for the donkeys, but I'm on there for Charlie. I'm on there for Charlie. He's gorgeous. He really is. So that's another channel. I'll do some more in a minute. Under this video today, I've linked a few Christmas videos that you might like to see, my videos. No one's from past years or recent. As I say, I'm posting my actual Christmas video on this channel on Wednesday, and it's something a little bit different, a frugal Christmas, but a bit of fun, but a Christmas message to you at the end. So do look for that. Oh, I forgot to tell you, look, my new glasses. Do you like them? I still don't. I like the colours of them, but because they're not, she said you're supposed to wear them a bit more down, and I just can't get used to them at the moment. And because I had very light frames, you know, mine broke. They snapped here in half just before a live. And luckily I had an old spare pair, but I can actually read now without keep leaning forward. Yeah, they just feel heavier and bulky, but I think these will last better, not being metal. She recommended, obviously, they're plasticky. But look, aren't they pretty? Oh, look how magnified I am. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I think they're quite pretty, but they feel so heavy. And these were one of the cheapest types, but as I said, they're probably not going break so easily. So yeah, what do you think of those? Do tell me in the comments. Yeah, so the videos I've put up underneath, I think I put up 2 of my Christmas episodes of my cat diaries, and it's basically, there's some on this channel and some on my other channel. I'll type my other channel in for you. One comes on now, they'll be like, what are you doing, Dawn? Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. That's my other channel. Hey there! How are you? I'm going to write your name down because I'm doing shout outs today and on Wednesday. So because you've come on this one today, I'm going to make sure I give you a shout out on Wednesday. So aren't you glad you popped in? And I've actually titled this one and the next one about there are shout outs, so people will go on. So if you want to type in a bit about your channel, you can do that here, and then I can say more about it on my live on Wednesday. Good time to wake up and visit. It's nearly 6 p.m. here at night. So what time is it for you? It's got to be, depends where you are. 9 in the morning or a bit earlier, are you? I think you're a bit earlier. Oh, 7 a.m. Where are you? Well, so I can't get my bearings. Where are you? Where are you exactly? Oh, 7 a.m. Yes, I'm talking about my Christmas videos. I've put links below. 2 are my cats. West Coast, Canada. Oh, you're Canada. Ooh. Well, I'll tell you about Canada in a minute. Just finished talking about my Christmas videos. I've linked below. They're from previous years. 2 are my cat diaries, but Christmas episodes. And as I say, some are normally on this channel and some on my other channel, the cat diaries. And these 2 are Christmas episodes and one is A Cat's Christmas, and Fossil, one of my cats, did that one, so it's from the point of view of Fossil. And the other one is, I called it Cat's Advent Events, and that's Pebbles, who, if you know Pebbles, one of my cats, and Pebbles goes through all the days of December leading up to Christmas and what Pebbles does to prepare for Christmas. So they're quite fun. I've also put the link below here of Christmas crackers, and the Christmas crackers are a thing you have mostly in England, and you pull them at the dinner table and they have things inside, and it's all about those, shows you what they are, tells you about them, tells you about the history of them, how they got invented, and there's also a little tutorial there to show you how you can make your own if you're interested, and what you should put in them. So that one's linked below. What other one did I link? Oh, I linked a typical Cypriot Christmas, how Christmas is celebrated in Cyprus, and I also put my video about how New Year is celebrated in Christmas. That's quite fun. If you're into like your goblins and that kind of thing, it's quite fun. It's about naughty goblins in your house and how you have to appease them New Year so you get good luck in your house for the year. That's quite fun, so do take a look at that. And the other one I linked was, I did a video last year of my book that I had when I was very young, the night before Christmas, and it's a pop-up. I read it, the whole video is reading it and showing you this book as I read it, of the night before Christmas, and show you all the pop-up pages, and as I read it, oh, I can't get the tab because I'm doing it backwards. My brain can't cope there. And as I read it, I show you the pictures, and there comes Santa. So if you want to see the full book of that and all the pages, what they all do, then that video is linked below. BC Treasure Trail says, I drive tugboats. I didn't know that. In the mountain lakes of Canada, and offer wildlife like bear and eagle sandwiches. You offer the sandwiches to the bears and eagles, or you offer sandwiches of bears and eagles? My channel in a nutshell. Let's write that down because that's quite fun. That's quite fun. Drive tugboats. Either or. I like your humour. Tugboats in. See, I'll do this. I'll just read it out, okay? Copyright of your synopsis of your channel. Tugboats in mountain lakes of Canada. Shall I put how you put it? Give bears and eagles sandwiches. So what's the biggest bear you've had approach you, and are you scared? Are you scared of bears, or you're not scared of bears? You're the person to go with if you want to visit Canada, I would say. Definitely. Oh yes, I was going to tell you about Canada. I was on my study app today. I learn languages all the time. Grizzly bears. They're not supposed to be so bad, are they? Is it that one that's not supposed to be so bad? I think it's the grizzly bears that are supposed to be better. I might have that wrong. Yeah, so I was on my learning app today, and every now and then you get an advert, obviously, because that pays for the app. And it was a new advert today, one I hadn't seen. I live in Cyprus, if you don't know, and it kept coming up. Want to move from Cyprus to Canada? Are you having like issues, you need more people. Why are you coming to Cyprus to get people to move to Canada? I didn't go into it, but I was quite interested as to what was being offered, because I know a lot of countries are giving you monetary help to move to get you in. So are you needing certain types of people or what? Most wildlife is timid, but the occasional friendly one. That's a way to think of it. They're timid. Yes, I think most things, if you leave them be, they're okay, aren't they? It's just knowing. Obviously, a lot of people get attacked if they go near babies and the parents of the animals come out and attack. So I think as long as you keep your distance and know what you're doing, that kind of thing. Ooh. Yeah, so what's the scariest thing you've come up against, or you don't consider anything scary? Especially in my coffee because it's getting cold. I think we should do another shout out. What I'm going to do now, because I'm doing shout outs throughout this chat, I have already brought up my channel up there, and I'm going to shout out anyone who's put a comment in my video I've just uploaded. So anyone who's quick on the ball. 9 views. Hope I don't lose you. I have to be very careful clicking. Right. So, got 4 thumbs up on it. Let's see. We have Twinbrook Acres. I'll go write them down because I'll forget to do it in a minute. And they have written, it's a walk video, by the way. I can't see you right now because I'm on my screen. It's a walk video. It's part 2 of my walk at sunrise with stunning scenery. And I called it On Top of the World. You need to watch it if you want to see where I live. This is literally, I say a short walk, no more than, it's not even 5 minutes from where I live. So if you ever do come out and visit me, you too can do these walks. And I linked part 1 to it as well, but part 2 is the bit with the scenery. Yeah, it's literally 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes from my house where I was for that. We've also got a comment from Sarah Jane. She only has 1 video up on her channel, but she's a great supporter. And she put great video. Did I say what Twinbrook Acres said? Twinbrook Acres said beautiful scenery, Dawn. Sarah Jane said great video. And I also got a comment from Call Me V. And she says, Dawn, you always have a great eye. So I'll just type those in, those channels I've just given a shout out to. As I say, throughout this video, I'm doing more shout outs than normal. That's Twinbrook Acres, and that's Rick. And I always go on about Rick has a really nice intro. It's like a black and white picture, sort of a bit browny, almost like the old-fashioned sort of look. And the music just fits it so well. It's just, it's all homely and cozy. I do always go on to Rick about I like that. So that's Twinbrook Acres. Again, anyone in my community, do go and check them out because they really are great community people. The second one was Sarah Jane. Oh, didn't type it in. As I say, she's only got 1 video, but it's a super video. She's feeding the birds on her garden or a driveway. She's feeding her birds. And if you like colourful birds, Australian, then that's where to go. Got them. Oh, excellent. And then the other one, let me type it first, is Call Me V. And V, she's just a darling. she's the sort of person that as long as you're in her community, you can go AWOL from her channel for a couple months. You come back, she's straight back there with you. She's watches you and leaves comments throughout your videos. And she's what I call a best friend, you know, where you don't see them for months and then you just jump back together and you carry on where you are. So sometimes I have issues, sometimes she has issues. Our times don't match at all, but she is a great, great friend. She really is. She's a lovely, lovely lady, really is. And she mostly does lives. She'll do a few little extra bits now and then, but mostly she does lives. And she's got a very tight community that are always there supporting her as well. Nonna Grace, hello there, yay, Nonna Grace. And what I'm doing today, Nonna Grace, is I'm going to write you down because today and Wednesday are my last two lives before Christmas. And anyone who pops on today, I'm going to give them another shout out on Wednesday. So if you can't make Wednesday, don't worry, you're getting a shout out on Wednesday, because throughout this episode and Wednesday, I'm doing lots of channel shout outs. I always throw some in my lives, but so you're up for that, definitely. So anyway, I jumped on today, not knowing that. You're going to get a shout out on there. Nonna Grace does crafts and chats and all sorts of things. Oh, no problem. We're linking up quite tight the last few weeks. I have that. I have times when I sort of disappear and get other things done because I do literally everything myself here on my land and everything. And I'll be so busy with that. It's enough to just keep my channel going. And then other times I'll just like catch up with everyone. And we've got so back together the last few weeks. So that's cool. So yeah, Nonna Grace does her crafts and she makes some adorable things. So do go and check her out as well. If you want to write anything about your channel in my comments, you can do that, Nonna, to get people to come and have a look at any particular crafts or anything you're up to. Yes, so let's do some more shout outs. Let's do back on my channel. I think this is quite a fair way of doing it, actually. Let's see if, without losing you, I can. I have to be very careful. I'm going to now go on my, what shall I go on? My community post and see. There's a comment on the one I posted today. So whoever that is, I'll click on that and give them a shout out. This is quite a fair way, actually. Cheap and easy cooking. Yay. Cheap and easy cooking. Let's write that down because I come out of the page and I go, who was it? I can't remember things. Oh, dear. Okay, cheap and easy cooking. So let's just come back to you guys. So we give you a shout out to Cheap and Easy Cooking because she gave a comment on my community post. So you get this, guys, how you might get a shout out on Wednesday. I might pick a different day. Nonna says, I share what my day looks like. That's what I like about your chats. You just say what's happening. It's quite vloggy, really. I'd love to actually do what the Americans do, walk around, I'm going in this shop and I'm going in that shop and I'm doing this, but you can't do that out here. That's why quite a lot of my videos are home-based or walks. I can't really take you anywhere. So Nonna Grace says, I share what my day looks like. I also share things about my chickens and what Jim's doing. Jim is adorable. I think it was a couple of videos back, something you were talking about you'd made, and something about, I think you said, oh, and Jim tasted it. It's like, oh yes, that was really good. I was like, oh, how sweet. He's so adorable. We need to see more Jim. We need to see more Jim for sure. But yes, do check out Cheap and Easy Cooking. She's a really lovely lady. Everyone's lovely. But she's super adorable, and she's so kind and helpful. And she really does do what her channel says, cheap and easy cooking. If you see any recipes that I do, they really are frugal, mostly based on things you can grow or get cheaply. We mostly grow everything we eat, apart from basic pasta, flour, that kind of thing. And also easy. I mean, quick as in easy, not too many things going on. I can't cope with that anymore. So it needs to be, I can't stand up in one place for too long. I can stand up, don't get me wrong, but you know, like if you're queuing and you just stand for ages in one place, I can't do that anymore. So I tend to dance in the kitchen, but then I can't focus on what I'm doing. So yeah, Cheap and Easy Cooking really is that. She's very good. She's got so many bits and pieces out there, and other things she does as well. So really interesting stuff. Yeah, she's great. You'll love her, Nonna Grace. You really will. Oh, BC Treasure Trail's got her. Bless you. Bless you. It's really good. And yeah, I'll give you a good shout out on Wednesday. And if we get some different people in, or as I say, because my times are a bit odd for a lot of people, I do get a lot of watchbacks later on. So you will be seen. Okay, so let's do another shout out. I think it's fair if I just do it for my channel. I don't know if everyone else has seen the thumbnail for this live. It's the same as my community post. And Kit, the picture of the thumbnail and my community post is the one that almost died recently. And I'm looking at the picture now. I thought, what will he be like with the antlers? Because I've got all my cats' pictures of antlers. It's his first Christmas with us, and he's quite a good boy. So I thought, I'll just try and put them on him. So I put them on him. I'm looking at it now. It's making me laugh. And he was just boggly-eyed, like, what? And he just sat there frozen. It was so long with him sitting like that I took photos. And then I thought, oh, he's so funny sitting there. No one knows, he just sat there for ages. So I filmed a little bit of him as well. And I've put on the community post, I've put Kit's first Christmas with us, lots of exclamation marks. What is this? Oh dear. So that's quite funny. Let's see. So from my channel, I'm a bit stuck on this page. Hold on. I can't get on my community post. Get out. Get out. If I come out. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Let's go there. Dawn is not very computer savvy. Oh, it says I'm live. Oh, that's good. I'm alive, everyone. I'm alive. Right, let's do, so we've done community posts. Let's do shorts. Let's see. Can you get up your comments from shorts on here? Yes, I can. Right, my last short was the Christmas tree with the red lights, and I've put Christmas past or Christmas presents. So let's see. There's 4 comments under this. So let's write down who the comments are from. We got Jeannie's Point. I'll tell you why I'm laughing. Right, okay. It's not 4 comments. That annoys me when they do that because I've replied to them. So it's 2 comments. So, Nonna Grace said while I was away, love frugal and easy meals. Yeah, they're great. So on that short, there were 2 comments. One was from Jeannie's Point, She's changed her channel name a while back, so some of you might go, oh, who's that? There's a channel like that. Jeannie's Point. She is a lovely lady. If you like, my favourite videos of hers are every holiday. She shows you what's in the shops, and then she shows you what she bought, like a haul. I'm not a great follower of Christmas videos, but I like the way she does it. So I always watch her different holiday ones. I like Christmas lights. If anyone's got Christmas lights videos, I like that. And I do like Christmas markets or any season markets, that kind of thing. So if you've got any of those and you haven't had a comment from me on those, do give me your links and I will watch them. Don't be afraid to ever send me links of videos you've got that you think I might like. I'll always watch them if they are what I would like. Nonna says, I've watched a lot of shorts. I like the ones that you can comment. Oh, is there some you can't then? I didn't know that because I'm quite new to a modern phone. So yeah, Jeannie's Point, as I say, she does very good videos on like going around the shops for holiday seasons, and she shows you the funny stuff as well. And that's what I like best of her videos, those ones. She's always doing hauls. They're all shops I don't know, but there's things like, see, I like them because when she does food shopping hauls, I don't know half the products that you guys have. And she says it like you know what they are, and occasionally I put, what is that exactly? So she does, let me think what your shops are called, Walmart, Target. I think I'd like Target, Target and other places. Oh, these shops you've all got, is it Bath and Body, something like that. And all these candle manufacturers and all that. We don't have any of that kind of thing. But yeah, I like that. So if you're into hauls and that, she does other things as well, but that's mostly it. I only make 70s shorts. Oh, I'm going to come look at your shorts. Let me put a little note down. Oh, let me do it in another colour. Put watch shorts. I'm going to have a look at that. When you say 70s shorts, are you talking about 1970s? Because Dawn is a great lover of 1970s. Or, oh, no, you're meaning 70 seconds, are you? Are you meaning 70 seconds? Now, you see, most of mine, I'm doing that where you can take a video you've already made and just convert it into a short. You just press a button under your video. It's remix, where you've got all your little buttons underneath your actual video. When you play your video and you press remix, it automatically makes it into a short, so you don't have to do anything. I do that for now. Because I've got so many new viewers, I'm sure people haven't seen half my stuff. So I've been doing that. If it automatically makes it 15 seconds, and that's great because most of mine were videos, so they've got music. Now, you don't have to mess around with that or put any credits or anything because I don't pay for music, so it's all free to use music, but you have to credit it. So if it's 15 seconds or less, that's not an issue. You can just use it in a short as it was, so you don't have to play with it. So I do that, but you can extend it to 60 seconds, I believe, to be a short. Righty-ho. I'll get back to who the other commenter was in a minute as well. I only make 70 shorts. Haha. I get you. I've got a really good idea for a short, but as I say, I haven't made one yet, just filming. The one I did try to do, it didn't quite work out for me because it was in landscape, because I know to film in landscape on your phone, don't film in portrait, but obviously for a short needs that. Now, in my conversion system, I just turned it round and thought, oh, that will work. but he didn't accept it as a short because it wasn't originally filmed as portrait. But I do have a brilliant idea for a short. Nonna says, I don't like to physically shop, but love watching them. You would love Jeannie's Point. Oh my goodness, then do go and check her out. And don't forget, guys, if you do go onto everyone's channel through me, just let them know. That would be really appreciated. BC Treasure Trail says 70 shorts with a joke about the shorts they gave us to wear in the 70s in gym, really short. I went to an all-girls school, and I don't know where this even comes from. You had to wear the skimpiest short skirt, a PE skirt. I mean, who came up with the idea of a PE skirt? For goodness sake, like St. Trinian's, but worse. As in for PE, not for school uniform. And it's like a sort of a wraparound skirt. Oh my goodness, I used to dread PE time. And without going into too much detail, when you're high school age, there are certain times girls don't want to wear short skirts, if you're with me. So how inappropriate was that, really? Nonna Gray says, I use only the YouTube music, free for me. I don't want to pay for anything. Yeah, I've actually had issues with that. I did use it for a while, and a couple did come up copyright. So I use mostly. Oh, it hasn't got an S on the end. That is all totally free. I've used it since I started YouTube, on and off, but now nearly all the time. If an issue does come up, it's an illegal, it's a fake saying you can't use it, because you can. And I've had great discussions with Ben Sound about it. They're actually doing court cases with anything that gets flagged up, and it's no problem at all. There's some good music. If you like my music, most of it is Ben Sound. And if you want the link to that, under most of my videos, you do have to credit them at the bottom. And at the bottom, you'll see it says Ben Sound. It also tells you the track names on most of them as well, what I've used. So if you like a certain bit. And when I credit what tracks I've used, they are in the order of the video. So if you're like, oh, well, which one was that? It's the order of music you hear as well. But they're great. They really are great. And their music's so varied. All sorts of types of music for that. So, yeah, check those out. But back to the shout out for the second person who left a comment under that Christmas tree short was Nonna Grace. Nonna Grace. So I have to type you in. Nonna Grace. So now we will talk about Nonna Grace again. You don't do that jumper thing anymore, do you? Or have I just missed it? When I first watched her, she used to show what jumper she was wearing all the time. Do you do that still, or have I just missed the ones where you do that? You used to always show what jumper you wore. And she's got an intro, but it's really short. I can't even remember what it says. It says something about not chat with me. What is it you put? You're done. What is it you put on your intro? It's like chat with me, or come chat with me, something like that. I can't remember. Put what you put. And she puts out the beginning. So it's quite short, a little bit of music, and you're like, oh, it's Nonna Grace time. And then she sits and chats. Or I like it. It's like, I feel with that you've gone round for a cup of coffee and you're chatting with her, but obviously you're not actually chatting, and she just catches it. You have to check. You don't even know. I don't know. Let me look, because I've got another bar open up here. Let's see what she puts. It's really brief. It comes up. As I say, I can't remember things. Right, Nonna Grace said, I only have to press on my computer NON and your channel pops up. She put a video up 14 hours ago called How Many of You Play Video Games? Oh, I'm also showing you how to make a paper snowflake. Video games is what he likes to do. Oh, I like that snowflake. Oh, I'm going to come and watch this later. I don't know if I can save you on here. I won't mess around with that. I want to see what you start off saying. Is it something about a chat? Nonna Grace, just a little chat. There you go. I know what you've got. Oh, you typed it in now. I was over there looking. Yeah, so she's got the latest video is a snowflake. Cut it out. It's like massive, it looks. Oh, I'm going to have to do that. If I haven't left a comment on there by Wednesday, get back to me, Nonna, because I want to watch that. Let me write it down. Watch snowflake video. Watch snowflake video. Okay, let's go and look at BC treasure trails. Let's just put that in. Do I have to leave a space there? Treasure trails. Let's see. BC treasure trails. Latest video is a short. The Canadian winter roads. Do you know what? I've just seen I wasn't subscribed to you. So you've got a new subscriber. Why was I not subscribed to you? No, you got me subscribing. And then we've got best day at school ever. That is a short. And that is...
There we go.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Yeah, gas it. Don't be afraid of the gas. It's kind of like delayed.
Wow. That is awesome. So I won't fill you in on that. You've got to go and have a look what the best day at school ever was on a short. My goodness. Wow. You had to look too. You had to look at your own title. Short, my kid's learning to drive boats. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, so you've got me as a subscriber now. I don't know why I wasn't subscribed. Guys, if you're ever on my channel, just remind me if I'm not subbed. There was a time a while back when a lot of my subs got wiped out. And so I did go and click on some channels that I waited to check. And yeah, some had gone of that. That was a while ago. I think that's when YouTube was changing the format. And I think something's changed around there. Plus, like today, just before my live, I had to re-sign in on my browser. Every time Mike cleans my computer, like thorough clean, I have to put all codes in and reset everything and so on and so forth. So, oh, let's give his channel a shout out while we're doing shout outs. So if you haven't found Mike's channel, there's one there, Olive Farm Retreat, Cyprus. Instead of a space bar, I hit enter. So that is the actual name of our property, Olive Farm Retreat, Cyprus. And he nicked that for his channel name, but I started my channel first. But he'd said he'd have that for his channel name. Okay, I feel another shout out. Let's do it from my channel again. Let's pop mine back up. Just go wait for it to come up. So we've done try to think. Oh, let's do who was first on my last live. Who came in first on my last live? Let's see. 4 days ago. I'm just explaining because you know they show a little bit playing. It's me showing my glasses broken, like how they broke. And you keep seeing me push my nose up a bit and push my nose up a bit because they keep replaying. Right, so let's see who was first I assume the chat comes up still. Does the chat still come up? I know some people say it doesn't. No, my chat doesn't come back up for me. Oh, yes, it does. There it is. Yes, it does. Right. The first person who commented on my last live. Now, I've got to be careful here because she keeps changing her channel name. So when she came on live, it was Little World. But she can be called Hay Painting or various other things. I don't know what she's at the moment. Shirley. Painting with Squirrels was her original channel name. BC Treasure Trail says, I've never tried a freshly picked olive. They are disgusting. Don't bother. We have 96 olive trees and our olives are all used to make olive oil. So we have this year 60 kilograms, 60 something of olive oil. You don't like it when channels change. She's been jumping around quite a lot lately. Shirley, don't do it. She does lives mostly. I'm not sure she even does anything else. Does she do shorts? I don't know. But she does lives. So if you're someone who's into just watching lives, then she does that. You take your word for it. Yeah, don't bother. Don't bother. Someone gave us a pizza today. This was quite funny. I make pizza on Monday and Wednesday. Funny, that's my live day, isn't it? That's part of it. So Mike has to eat when he needs to eat. So by making a pizza lunchtime, that's all ready to go and I can get with posting and whatever else. And then the evening, if I've left any, I can eat it, but he can then go and make tea whenever he wants when I'm doing my live. That was round houses. My pizzas don't have yeast. They're very quick, very easy. I've got a recipe. That's probably on my other channel. My pizza might be on this channel, might be on this one. So I have a recipe of quick and easy pizza, and I put on everything I grow from my garden, but I use local halloumi cheese to make a stuffed crust. I have to have stuffed crust. So I make the pizza. So Monday, Wednesday, that's a given. And today Mike phoned me up. He was down helping at the stables. And he said, you haven't started making the pizza yet, have you? Because I make the dough early. And then later on, I make the pizza. And I said, yeah, I've just done it all. He said, because he had a party, like people up, the stable owner, he had people up to his house and he brought the pizza in because he said, I've got one left, because he said he bought loads in and it wasn't all eaten. So he said, I didn't know if you'd want to take it for lunchtime. And Mike said, oh yeah, he phoned me. I said, well, don't worry, I've only made it up. I haven't cooked it. And it could go in the fridge. It'd be fine there till Wednesday. So me making it Wednesday. And he brought it home. And I know the large or extra large box size you can get, but it was bigger than that. It was massive, the box. So, let me give you the URL for it then. If you've seen my video about how quick I can find my videos for you, I have to bring up I've got a Word doc. There it is. And then I've got pages. When I post a video, I've got pages like this would be recipes. So I've got my recipe page up and I'm just looking. Prepper's Pizza Recipe, no yeast dough, simple, quick, easy, frugal recipe. And that says it's video 145. So I've now got my Word doc up, scrolling for video 145 from this channel. 145. And we can copy that and we can paste it there. It's definitely worth the effort doing that, guys, because now none of Grace can look at that video. It's very good. Oh, and we buy a chicken once a week. That's our sort of meal of the week, like a roast dinner on a Sunday. And that one chicken we use for the rest of the week as well. So we just have like the legs. We have a leg each for Sunday dinner. And then the rest of it, I put some on the pizzas. We put some with pasta. We put some maybe with rice. So we make other meals. So that chicken lasts us throughout the week. So there's that. Let's do another shout out. What can we do? Let's come off that live that I was on. What have we done? We've done a live, we've done short, we've done community post. Let's do another video. So the video before the one I posted today, let's see who commented on that and give them a shout out. How many did we get? 15 views. Right, I'm going to write them down first because I don't have to keep going back to the page. So bear with me while I'm just writing the channel names. And I'm going to do this on Wednesday as well on my live. Bear with me. It's funny because I can't see you. Well, I can't see you anyway, but I can't see the comments. But I'm like, I forget you can't see me. You can see me. Right, okay. It's not that many comments, as I say, because it's obviously... Oh, that's cool. Hanging with Mr. J. Now, you will be glad you've come. Let me just write your channel down because today and Wednesday are special days. Hanging with Mr. J. And because you've come on my live today, I'm going to promote your channel on my live on Wednesday. Yay! I love you've made a spreadsheet on your videos. Yeah, luckily I started fairly near the beginning. I've got a video all about that. I got a video all about that, how I did that. So it's basically, I've got a folder here of... this isn't my playlist title, so it might just be recipes, animals, indoor growing, hugel beds, raised beds, growing stages. I've kind of made my own things. That's not my playlist titles necessarily. And then every time I do a video related to that, I write down what number video it is, and obviously then I've got the Word doc as well, and it links up. So the Word doc's all in order, numerical order. And then, for example, growing stages, it starts with video 64. The full growing stages of olives, growing our own olives to produce oil. And then the next one on that page is 163, pomegranate information and growing stages of pomegranates. 192, almond trees and almond nuts, facts and growing stages, and so on and so forth. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. I'm going to go on your channel in a minute, but first I've just said that I'm going to now give shout outs for those who commented on my last but one video. So the people there... So I'm going to do this on Wednesday as well. This is just a pre-Christmas thing, although I always give shout outs in my lives, not maybe as many as I'm doing today. So this is a lovely lady. This is Renee's garden. She is adorable. You just want to hug her. She's so nice. She's a lovely lady. Obviously, as her channel says, mostly gardening, her garden. So do check her out. So thank you, Renee, for commenting on my video. Nonna Grace. I told you, Nonna, we've been like buddying up a bit more lately. So it's done you favours today. So we have to type in Nonna's channel name. So Nonna Grace. What are you currently making, Nonna Grace? Let's say, what are you making? She's always doing wall crafts. I would say, would you say mostly with all your crafts? Not necessarily. And then the other comment was from someplace or another. Now, I do like this channel. If you like going out and about and seeing places, but we're talking about what have I been watching recently on his toy museums, these kind of places, like a bit more obscure places, a little bit more toy museums. He's done one on what was one I really like? It was this place. I'm not very good remembering names, but it was this place, and it was all. It was like a big area of land, like a property, but land, and it was all trees, like a forest, but the trees were all bottles. And we're talking, I don't know how big it was. It seemed to be acres, and it's all mostly bottles that look like trees, like a forest of bottles. So this is some place or another. It's very a little bit obscure. I like yarn crafts and paper crafts, bead making, wood crafts, and much more. I like paper crafts. I'm not very good anymore at doing too fiddly things, but yeah, I'd like to do quilling. People keep thinking I'm talking about quilting. Quilling, which is where you like curl paper. You make pictures with curl paper and that. If anyone knows about that a bit more, could sort of teach me that. If anyone does quilling, I find it quite hard to find a tutorial channel of it. Ah, have you got videos on it? Like how to do it? How to do it. I'm just writing. How to do it. If you've got video, if you haven't, can you please make some videos for Dawn? Some videos. Okay, so I said we were going to talk about hanging with Mr. J. So I'm just going to bring his channel up now. So excuse me 1 minute. Hanging with Mr. J. When you type that in, do you know what comes up? It also comes up hanging with Mr. Cooper Jamie Fox. That comes up in case you're interested. And guys, do sometimes type in your own channel, because there's often channels I go on to. I never use this sidebar to like my subscribe channels. I never use that, never. I always type in your channel where I want to watch it on the top. And there's quite a lot of channels. You type in at the top and it doesn't come up, or it doesn't come up at the top and you have to keep finding it. Right, I wasn't subscribed to you, so I've now subscribed to you, Hanging with Mr. J. And Mr. J says, my channel is about a little of everything, but I just like to have some fun with good people. Come on over and Mr. J will be watching. So let's just click on there. Ah, yes, nicely mixed. So the latest video was How long ago? 2 months ago. Come on, Mr. J. Let's have a look. What is happening here, people? This is the video.
Hey everybody, it's Mr. J. I know it's crazy because I don't have my I know it's crazy because I'm talking to you in a different place. But
Talking about the situation of what's happening in the world today. There's some sad news there about what's happened. Let's go back one. Let's see, we've got some shorts. Got shout outs. Quick check-in. Mr. J's check-in. Birthday wishes to different people. Lots of birthday messages there. That's really kind. Dentist visit. Another happy birthday. Let's see what else we've got on videos. Shout outs. More happy birthdays. Giveaway mail. Portable charger review. Road trip. Burger King. Oh, looks like you like to do some food reviews there, my friend. Oh, homemade cheeseburger and turkey pot pie. Nonna Grace, you'll like that one. Oh, let's see if we can pull up the URL for that. Let's get that up. So this is homemade cheeseburger and turkey pot pie. Did I copy that? Copy. So go and check that one out, guys. There we go. Where was I up to on the chat? Nonna Gray said, I actually bought a book for ideas. I don't have videos on quilling. Ooh, maybe you could do some. I add YouTube channel after the name and I have better luck. Right. Hanging with Mr. J. Yes, I get that all the time. Laugh out loud. Well, there's a promo for one of your videos. Nonna Grace, thank you. Hanging with Mr. J says, I'll be making more videos, but I have to get my computer and phone fixed. Yes, it's a difficult time to get things sorted out. I've still got no more luck with this. I was talking a while ago about, this is now Mike's laptop, but the fan or whatever in it, cooler, that just keeps making such tremendous noises. When I'm doing my voiceovers now, it's suddenly woo, like an aircraft sort of starting up to take off. And I have to kind of redo the voiceover. And literally every few, well, less than a minute, it starts up again. So you might notice some of my voiceovers, I start talking really fast. Because sometimes I just want to get that bit done beforehand. And I have trouble sometimes doing voiceover outside because in the summer we get the cicadas or some other thing going on, or Mike's out. If Mike's here and he's doing work outside or projects or something, he has the radio on like really loud, so I can't do that. Hanging with Miss J says, I just read that. I'll be making more videos. That's cool. Thank you for coming along. Really nice to have you on board. Let's do another shout out. So let's do another tambourine time, which is what I do in my videos. And this is where I just pick a letter, random. See what letter we get now. What's that? That's a D. It might look like a B to you. It's a D. That is a D for sure. So I now look in my community book of people who comment on my channel. So someone beginning with D. Let's see who we're going to choose. Oh, I'm going to pick this one from the D. This is Digan. Digan. I have to type them in, one because you see it, and I know some people struggle with my accent a little bit. This is Digan. She's from South Dakota, and her name is Ro, and she does her lives while she's feeding her homestead animals, so it kind of gets a job done, but you see all her animals. And she does very regular lives. I can't give you times because they don't compute with me, all your crazy times. Nifty way of choosing, you speak clearly. Depends where you're from as to what you can understand. Yeah, so she does that, and she's a lovely girl. Obviously her channel name is also about how she does like treasure hunting, and she's got a big community. Some do magnet fishing, which I would love to do, magnet fishing and treasure hunting and all those kind of things. So if you're into that, she's a good port to find all those sort of people as well. So she does that kind of thing. Yeah, talk about magnet fishing. I was out pruning my trees with secateurs, and I was using the secateurs, and suddenly they were still working, but they were so loose. And I looked, I thought, oh, has a screw come out or something? And I showed them to Mike, and he said, no, now he said a spring. So I'm thinking of a curly spring, but all you people are laughing at me now. No, it's kind of a sort of metal coil, but you can't see through it. Don't know how to explain it. Like if you were rolling up a bit of strip of newspaper, how that would kind of coil. That's what he meant to me. That's a coil rather than a spring, but it's springy. And that had gone. So I'm still thinking like a spring, like a metal, like you're getting a biro, pen, that sort of spring. So he's got, because he's an engineer, an aircraft engineer, he had from his work days, it's a very long metal bendy thing with a really strong magnet on the end. And he's saying, go around the trees where you last were and it will pick it up. And he said, but you'll probably see it first. Now, we've got grass and weeds growing at the moment, which were about that deep. So I thought, you're not going to see it. I'm still thinking like a biro spring. Anyway, I went round with it. And as I'm going round, I suddenly saw what was the secateur spring that I wasn't looking for. And I picked it up. I thought, well, this is some funny bit of metal thing going on. And I nearly tossed it. I nearly threw it away like, well, it's not that. I don't know what that is, but that's not a spring. Anyway, luckily I said to him, what's this from? Before I tossed it. And he went, that's it. So that was my magnet fishing. Oh dear. Hanging with Mr. J. Came across your channel. So they said, oh, Tom Girl City Squad. Oh, let's put one in for Tom Girl City Squad. That's right. Now I know your name. Yes, I thought I knew your name, but I'm like, I don't know your channel. Tara. She is lovely. Have you got your name up on her wall yet? I think you've probably got your name on her wall, because what she does is her like regular people, she's got behind her now, she's written the channels up behind her. So that's another thing. If you guys support Tara from Tom Girl City Squad, support her regularly and you might get your name up on the wall behind her. I'm glad you said that. Yeah, Tara's lovely. I'll get over to her as much as I can. And she's the one who helped me with my AI. which I'm really keen on AI stuff at the moment. I did my last live, I talked a lot about that and gave some apps if you're interested in different forms of AI, artificial intelligence apps. I'm really getting into that when I've got spare time. I want to try some more of those. So she actually got me Wumbo. Is it Wumbo? Wumbo? Anyway, she got me that one and the Mimic one. That was through her. I found those. So Tara's lovely. Yeah, you saying about my accent, Nonna Grace. We've just had a worker wire here, a volunteer, and he, the first day he was here, I've talked about him, but he's finished now. He's gone home. And we were walking around, like I went for a walk, showed him the area, and we went for a walk. And I always feel that's a good way to get to know a volunteer, and they get to know the area and everything as well. So I always like to go for a walk with them when they first get here. And I was going for a walk with him and I was saying things. He'd go, oh, yes, yes, yes. And then he was saying things to me. His English wasn't top notch. I wouldn't like to say not very good, because I think it was amazing for the fact that's not his language. But it was very hard to understand what he was saying. He was trying to speak in English, and a couple of times I was being polite, going, oh, yes, yes. And I didn't catch all of it. Anyway, then something else I said, and he's like, yes, yes. And I thought, he hasn't understood that at all. So I if you spoke not slowly, but I'm quite good, because I've had a lot of volunteers here from many different countries, and some didn't speak English at all, and some not so well. I know it's not a case of speaking slowly. It's a case of not putting too many conjunctions in, not putting all those joiny words in, just speaking a little bit more, just the words you need to get across, like this for you. Not, oh, I've got this yesterday, would you like some? Don't put all those bits in. That's too complex. Put, like you're learning a language, you learn the important bits, then you put all the conjunctions and all the joiny bits in. So I just talk sort of, I don't want to say baby talk, but you know what I mean. We call it pidgin English. You just speak the basic words, not all the bits. Anyway, so I stopped him. I said, stop. And I explained to him in simple form, saying, you don't understand. Sometimes I don't understand you. You're here 2 weeks. We're not going to get on like this. I want to know about you. You want to know things from me. We are going to, if we don't understand, we say we don't understand, and then we think of another way to say it. And often I'll say several words for the same thing. And you'll see in my video, I've done a video about his work here, and you'll see in the video, I left a little bit in for you to see how we communicated. And I'm saying to like spade or shovel, because if they've learned English, they won't have learned all the words for one thing, like spade, shovel. There's lots of words for one item. So we agreed from that point, if we didn't understand what each other was saying, we would try again. We wouldn't give up. So we were walking around, and he was, I don't know what he wanted to say, but he was saying something, and I didn't get it while we were walking around the land. Like, I live on mountainside, so we're walking up the mountain, and he was saying something. I was like, I don't get it. He said, oh, I give up. I was like, no, think of something else. So he got to me that he was saying about at school, the teacher and writing. So I'm trying to, I kept saying words that he might be me. He's like, no. He goes, writing, the teacher. It turned out he was saying what she writes with is what he meant. So I thought, pencil, no, pen, no, chalk, chalk. Some words he knew once you'd said it. He's like, oh yeah, that's the word, but he couldn't bring it to mind. Oh, chalk. So I said, okay. So you're talking about writing with chalk? No, he said. So I'm like, oh, what? I was trying so hard to help. I was like, chalk? Yes, he says, chalk. The teacher writing chalk. I was like, yeah, but what about the teacher writing with chalk? No, he says. He said, I give up. I was like, no. I said, tell me something else. I said, here. Oh, he's talking about the mountain we're walking on. Is it made from chalk? It's like, no. So that was so funny, but we persevered, and he was laughing. Anyway, we got on well, and as I say, if I did the words, and he did thank me. When he went home, just before he left, he did this massive speech, all in English, like word for word, massive speech. And I suddenly realised he's holding his phone looking. Now, he was saying it in English, but what he'd done, he'd prepared his goodbye speech, translated it all, because he wanted to say everything correct. And he was saying in this speech that how grateful he was that I'd really given my time to him. I wasn't like, oh, I'm busy, I can't, to listen and try and understand. And he said he'd learnt so many words, and he felt his English was better, and to have the patience with him and just trying to understand and teaching him words. And he was saying so much, and I was so thrilled. And he'd finished like reading off the phone what he wanted to say, translated. And then he said, oh, also, when you speak, now I understand, we understand each other. But Mike, I never understood anything he said. But I said to Mike afterwards, that's because you just talk as if you're talking to someone. You don't forget, they're not going to understand all those in-betweeny bits, and then they just totally lose a conversation. So, yeah, so that was really funny. And there was, he did buy 2 gifts. So I won't say what the 2 gifts were, but today I've edited the video, but it won't be up till after Christmas now, of his time here, what he did, and the 2 gifts he bought us. And also, if you wanted to come here and volunteer, how you can do that. We basically ask for 3 hours help per day, Monday to Friday. And in exchange for that, you stay here with free accommodation. We don't provide food, but that. If you want to come here, but you're not able to or don't want to help, you just want to come and stay here, we've got a separate building on our land. If you just want to come here for a holiday and visit and stay here, you're very entitled to. We're not permitted anymore to do Airbnb, which is what we were doing, rental for holiday. We're not allowed to, because we have to pay an annual fee, which we can't do. So what we do is say, if you want to still come, like an Airbnb, as in stay here in your own accommodation, then we ask for a donation towards our projects. So if you're interested in that, under that video, but you can also ask me for it, or it's under some videos, I've got an email. So if you're interested in that, that's the only way we can still provide reasonable cost holiday accommodation, experiencing where I live, without renting anymore, because we can't afford to provide the accommodation cheaply. Now we have to pay this extreme fee. So the extreme fee gets knocked on the head. You can still come cheaply by donating towards our project. So I hope that's helpful for some of you out there, because I still want people to be able to come here, meet them, experience it. If you like all the walks you see, I've got a playlist of all the walks I do. They are literally all around here. They're walkable from my house. Some are less than 5 minutes. The one I've just posted, my walk, is less than 5 minutes here where you see those stunning views. So I can do short routes. If some of you aren't very able to walk around very far, you can still experience those. I can do short sort of shortcuts to get to the places, or nice long walks or loops, those kind of things. Sounds really interesting, definitely. As I say, volunteer, if you want to volunteer, you can either do it through the Workaway site, which I always link under the videos, which you can do that, and on that it tells you about what we offer, what we don't offer, so on and so forth. We are in the middle of nowhere, so you'll have to get yourself here. So you'll probably need a car, which you'll want anyway, because you've got to go out and about and see different places. And if people fly into Larnaca Airport, that's completely the other end of the country of Cyprus, so there's no way we can come and pick you up. If you fly into Paphos Airport, that is possibly doable for us to come and get you, but you still need to go shopping and get your own food and whatever else. So we're not taxi service. I don't drive, so we have had some people saying, well, can't we come and you can take us when we need to go shopping, because surely you go shopping. And I was like, well, one, I don't drive. Two, Mike's not here a lot of the time, so he goes out 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So if you want to go out with him then and hang out doing what he does all day to go shopping, there's that. But also we barely do go shopping. So no. But it is possible. If you're a YouTuber or you've met me through YouTube, we can sort something out. As long as you fly into Paphos Airport, we would pick you up and sort things out. So there is that. But if you know someone else who wants to come, then it's best they do it through Workaway. But as I say, if I know you through YouTube, then we can bypass that. But do look at my Workaway videos, and the Workaway site, because it links you to my page of Workaway, because all the what's available, what's not, is all listed there, so I don't have to go through it all. As I said, things like we don't provide food in any shape or form, that kind of thing. So always looking for volunteers. We normally don't open December, January, but I told the story about this Boris who volunteered. It's just because the shower is solar. So obviously if you don't get fine weather, we can't say if you will or not. So we don't want anyone saying, oh, the shower's cold. So it's not cold in the middle of the day, as long as there's sun, which there is at the moment. We're having a really nice winter at the moment. I think we're one of the few countries that can have a colder winter and not. We don't get snow where we live or anything like that, or frost or ice, nothing like that. What I say is cold probably isn't to a lot of people. That's the other thing. If we have volunteers from a cold climate, they think it's even hotter here. Like Boris, the volunteer we just had, most of the time he was working with not even a top on, whereas to us it's winter now. So it depends where you come from. And he was saying it was -20 from where he was. So yeah, there is that. Time for another shout out. Seeing as Nonna Grace liked my tambourine time, let's do another letter out the bag. And anyone new to me recently, I have got to add you to my book. I'm picking your oh, I've got 2 here. Look, they're hooked together. So let's do 2 then. Let's do M. As I said, if you want to get in the book, just keep commenting. M, who's been commenting a lot out of this page. Oh, I'm going to do this one. Let me type it in first. Have I done that right? No. What? Oh. Oh. It's like, why's that under M? Silly me. Mad. Oh, but if it's their channel, we'll be like, oh, that's mine. Mad. Mad. Here we go. That was a long one, wasn't it? Mad Town Fishing Adventures. This is what I was talking about, magnet fishing. So we've talked about this earlier, Mad Town magnet fishing. And this is Anita. If you go on her channel, go, hello, Anita. You don't know me. I love magnet fishing. We don't have rivers or anything very much here that you could do magnet fishing in, but I would love that. I would love to have a go at that. I'd quite like a metal detector, and that would be very good in my abandoned village where I live. And there's all the old stone houses here, which I've done in quite a few videos. I'm going to go and do some more filming because they're all around me, all these abandoned stone houses. Hence why my village is abandoned. And I want to do some more filming there. But wouldn't that be a great place to use a metal detector? That would be really cool. What would I like first? This is my wish list that isn't happening because it's all gadgets and gizmos, things I don't really need. Metal detector. Chipper. I do want a chipper. My goodness, I need a chipper. Won't ever get one, too expensive. A chipper. A drone. Now, you've seen, I would imagine, either the video where we went flying over our property. Mike flew us over there for our first wedding anniversary. I've got a video of that. I'm talking about, so you see, we're in the middle of nowhere for miles around. So much so it was hard to even find our house. So a drone would be amazing. I've also put a few Google shots, not Google, geocaching shots like Google Map it is over the top. So you see that. You've got a metal detector. Jim has a huge drone. You're just showing off now. You've got everything I want. Have you got a chipper? Have you got a chipper? Oh. We would be frightened to get an expensive drone. Mike's been looking into it, and one channel did tell us what one was best to get for our needs. Because I'm saying we're so rural, I think there'd be some awesome shots there with the drone. So yeah, chipper, drone, metal detector, I've decided now. Is that my wish list? It's probably something else. But as I say, these are just fun things. I'm sure there's something else I would like. I don't want much. I just want a few expensive stuff that are toys. I love toys. See, this is part of Christmas. My mum always got us really not expensive, but toys. Christmas is about toys. I want, Lego. I want Lego like the houses and the shops, those sort of Lego things. Oh, Lego. I would like Lego. Lego. Santa. She always said you could either have one present. She had like a price. She didn't say what the price was, but you could have one big thing or lots of little things, and that was your price. Wood chipper, yes. What, you've got a wood chipper? Oh, Nonna. Nonna. I don't know what price I even start at, but when you think I do all my sawing by hand, and now I've got all my olive trees that I've cut down, you're seeing a video coming up like I've got the pile of it. You're so much Legos. What sort of Lego? I don't like when you can't make them up. because I've seen some kits and they're literally all made. I want like the proper Lego bricks and you really construct. And I've seen, we don't buy anything online, but I do look. I've seen you can get like big packs of Lego. It's just all loads of hundreds of bricks and things like that. I wouldn't mind that and just try and make my own stuff. That would be quite fun. Yeah, Legos. Oh, we better do the letter E. Better do the letter E. Who did I do? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Madtown Magnet Fishing. That got us onto that whole conversation. He doesn't have kits either. Just Lego, as in Lego. And don't call it Legos. This is one of my 10 top gripes. Americans, I don't know if other people do, but it's Americans, call Lego Legos. Legos. On the box, it is called Lego. So you can't say Lego is singular and multiple is Legos, because in the box that says Lego is lots of bits. Oops. It's an American thing. You go on any American channel or anything that is showing Lego, they all say Legos. Oh, that's one of my top 10 gripes. It just gets me. It really does. It says on the box, Lego. It's plural and it's singular. Like sheep. Sheep, one or many, is still sheep. Oh, look, there is a sheep. Oh, look at the sheep over there. It's the same. Oops, yeah, I don't know where that comes from, but I guarantee any American will call it Legos. I don't know. I'll give you another one of my top 10 gripes, shall I? You would have heard this before, pretty much. When you get, I sound like I'm having a go at the Americans today. Oops from me. I'll give you two more because that made me think of something else then. When you see American films or TV programs and they get an American actor to do an English accent, they either speak like some, okay then, like some ancient high-class person that doesn't actually, no one talks like that, or else they're like Bert from Mary Poppins, so Cockney. No one speaks like that either. And they just see something and they think that's the way to speak. As like neither of those two parallels that are complete opposite ends of the spectrum. No one speaks like either of those things. Why do they do it? They sound like the Valley Girls. Yes, my other gripe is a modern gripe. What is this new stupid phrase? I don't know if you've heard it, Nonna Grace, because it's like it started off being a young, trendy, not trendy thing, but now everyone's doing it. If someone says or does something wrong, they now say, what is it? It's something really bad grammar. My bad. My bad. I mean, can you not speak? My bad. What? Oh, what is that? That is such a thing. My bad. They mean it was them. They did it wrong. We'll say that. Speak properly. What's wrong with people? Okay, leave it there, Dawn. Letter E was the other one we picked out. And anyone watching this back, their channel starts with E. They're like, hurry up. Okay. We're going to get a letter one day where we've got nobody. Let's go for this one. I've heard that. It's crazy. It's awful. It just shows they don't know how to speak. I'm off that now. This is quite a popular channel. She's a lovely lady. Ernie Hatmaker. Yay! And she's very good, again, at community. Let's put those letters away. She's very good at community and always answering back, commenting, keeping up with everybody. We do like Only Hat Maker. So do check her channel out. Her husband is quite often in her videos. She's got a bird. Oh, what is the bird? It's a big bird. Oh, what type of bird is it? Oh, it's a big bird. Okay. Nonna, I really thank you for being here. So yeah, she's got a big bird. Can't even think what the bird's called now. Let me see. There's a lot of videos with the bird. He's actually in the titles at times. I've just completely come out of YouTube. Bear with me 1 second. There. Oh, I'm still live, apparently. See who else is on live. Let's go on subscriptions. See if any of my people are on live. It's quite cool to do that actually when you're live. Okay, let's see. Only Hat Maker. It's not going to say what the bird is it? It's a big bird. It's a big bird. Okay, she's got a video on her bird. Oh, she's got 2.51k people now. Maybe she's got a short with her bird in it. Let's see. There's her bird. Jasper, the Senegal parrot. Jasper, the Senegal parrot. He's mostly grey head and body, and then he's got bright orange back of his neck. No, what's Dawn saying? He's got bright green the back of his neck, and then bright orange like a chest. So yeah, he's very pretty. He's very pretty bird. Yeah, he's a type of parrot. Senegal parrot. Apparently, Senegal. Shall we do another shout out? Let's do someone that's been on my channel. I think that's quite a fair way to do that. So let's put new. If I just type, oh no, I just had to type NA and my channel popped up. Let's see. Let's do who's commented on a video. Let's go back to Salvage and Repurposed. Oh, stop playing, Dawn. Nonna Grace. Nonna's in town again. Nonna. Let me just write everyone who's done it, because then I can write them in. Oh, hold on. I can do it like this. Copy and paste from there. So writing it down. Copy. Now I have to come back to this bit. Right, so we've got Nonna Grace. Leave a comment again. Oh, we should go and read what your comment was. So the comment from Nonna Grace was, this was my video on more salvaged and repurposed finds, compost, germinating seeds, and how to grow all seeds in winter. And Nonna Grace says, hello Dawn, I love repurposing things. Your lettuce looks amazing. Thank you for sharing this with us. That was lovely. Thank you for that. And then we have commented on that video was G-Quat Traditions Miss Ellen Pankey. She comments a lot on my channel, so thank you for that. And she commented, oh, me too. I try to find a use for everything, because I like the challenge of trying to find a use for everything. Waste not, want not is the way I was raised. It didn't matter how much you had. There's that. Thank you for that. And then I've got a comment from Natural Wonders, and they commented great work, so that was cool. Let's go back another video. I'm enjoying this. This is a really fun way to do this for sure. Let's go back another video. This was my video on Dionysus, the god of wine and vines, plus about traditional Cyprus costumes.
Hello, I'm Dawn.
And the as you go into the wine festival in Limassol in Cyprus, you see this big statue, and it's explaining about that. So the first comment was from, on that video, Peter Dell. Yay, Peter. Peter's a great community person, and I'm always shouting out his channel because I do watch it a lot. And Peter does great videos of very scenic places and other things to see in, I nearly said Cyprus then, in Australia. And very cinematic, his videos, very cinematic. So do check him out. Let's see what he put. He put, hello, Dawn. The Limassol Wine Festival is a Cyprian tradition. I was reading the description. Nice information about this festival with historical values. I like the costumes. They wear the vrac for dancing, very unique embroidery and style, somewhat similar to what I had to wear in Greek school. Totally enjoyed the fully, very well presented. Best wishes. Many thanks for sharing. Stay safe and well. That was lovely. What a lovely comment. Oh, what have I done? I've just played it instead of the comments. Whoops. Wait. Right. It's because I'm trying to copy and paste. Oh, that's right. I've just highlighted the comment. That's interesting. Okay, then we had a comment from Claire Mayer, and she put, a comment's been highlighted now. Wonderful content, my friend. Do check out her channel. She does a lot of lives just for people to chat in the live. So they're very interesting. Then we had a comment there from my good friend, my YouTube friend. Any people out on YouTube, I don't know anybody pre-YouTube. The only person who's ever on my channel that I know from before YouTube is my sister occasionally comes on. There are no friends, no family out of YouTube that are on my YouTube. So all you people started your channels off and you've got your friends, family, all on your channels got going. Mine are all bar my sister. Total YouTube people. So when I say Tony Rad, my good friend, YouTube friend, everyone's YouTube friend. So Tony Rad, she's got lots of snow shorts on at the moment. Snow shorts, sounds like she's put a bit of shorts with snow. Lots of shorts up. If you like looking at that beautiful Christmas card look of snow, she lives in woods, so she's got some walks around her woods, and classic Christmas card pictures is where she lives. So do look at that. What did she write? Nice to watch, some lovely weather. There you go. She's got snow. Take care. And then we had Natural Wonders came on again. So we type them on. Natural Wonders. Left some emojis. There were some emojis there. So there's some more there. What else? I did have a question in my last live. I'm going to have this, if I remember to do it as a regular a regular part of my, what did I say, shot? I'm going to make it a regular part of my lives, if I remember. I'm going to have a section called Requestion. Do you like it? Requestion. It's a request to answer my question or another question. Requestion. Dawn's got a good word. So requestion. And my requestion to you is, if Christmas, you could only have one element of Christmas that makes it Christmas, what would that one element be? What would that one element be if you could only have one thing for it to be Christmas? And I think I will leave it there because I've just seen I'm 2 hours. I don't like to be over that because I know that's a long time for some people to play back. But I've got so many of you I want to shout out. I've got so many. I like that today I feel there was some people I might not have previously have shouted out, because I do seem to shout out the same people. You know what you got to do, guys, if you want to shout out on Wednesday. So yes, I'm going to leave that there for today for sure. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I really appreciate those. And please share my channel as I share your channel. Thank you very much for that. And if you do go on someone's channel via this, then let them know how you heard of them. I always want to know how people subscribe to me. And you don't get to know that unless I actually tell you in the comments. So you sometimes just get subscribers. It's of interest to know how they knew of your channel. So that's really great, particularly if it just says you've got a subscriber and it's not under any particular video that they've commented on. So you don't know if it's a back video or if someone recommended it. So that's how we're going with that one. So I will be posting again on Wednesday this week. Wednesday will be my last video for the week because it's Christmas, and I will be doing a special community post on Thursday, a little Christmas fun thing on community post. Don't forget to look on my community post every month because I give free giveaways of seeds to someone in my community every week. And the only place you will see if you have been chosen for that month is in my community post. So do check that out if you want to receive the seeds, because you only have a month of when it was posted that month to claim them, because I don't want them all backing up. I don't have the money to send more than one lot a month, so I want to get that month done, and so on and so forth. So we'll leave it there for now. Thank you for being part of my community. I hope you enjoyed this special episode, and I will be doing something similar to this on my next live on Wednesday. So until next time, as always, Meraki.